and with Mariah Carey, Hero. I'm sure an inspiration for so many to write that song. And we are on the line with somebody who today has probably been on her toes. Sonia Sirsa, hi, good evening.
Hi, Bambino. How are you doing?
It's always a pleasure to have you on the airwaves.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
I hope you're not too tired singing.
No, not at all.
But I have Dr. Peter Castellino in the studio here with me. I have your friend Donna as well, and they were just telling me about the song that you wrote for them for the Cool Foundation. The lovely song, simple but straight. Can you tell us a little bit about the song and what inspired you to write it?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Dr. Peter and Donna for an excellent program this time for the Women's Intervention Day. For all of those who have watched it live and who have not can watch it on YouTube. Excellent work that you do throughout the year, but we come to see all the celebrations that you have for us. So, congratulations. Writing the song, was fun.
Okay.
Because it happened in probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Writing the song, yes. But only after I got off a phone call with Donna, a phone call that lasted for half an hour.
Okay. So she was your inspiration.
Absolutely. Because Donna was talking about all that Speech does.
Okay.
And the situation, how they have to handle cases in the pandemic time and things like that. So that whole conversation led right into it.
Okay.
The next day, I got a call from my neighbor.
Okay.
Frankie Fernandez.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. And I checked it with him and he said, let's do it. So the next day, we recorded it in his house.
Okay.
And the third day, the music and everything was ready. We did the video in our backyard. So the song was just shuffling from one house to the other.
Oh.
And that's how it got done. But of course, when I wrote those lines, I never thought it would end up into such a beautiful video.
Yeah.
And even it was a surprise for me as well.
Yeah, it's marvelous. It's crisp, clear, and straight to the point.
Yeah, it's quite as you say, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Not too much of flowery stuff, I think.
Yeah. I think if you had probably spoken to Donna for another half an hour and then thought about it for another 20 minutes, your 2-minute 30 song would have gone up to like 3 minutes, I think. Right. So tell us about this. You probably saw the lovely Coach, the musical. Yes, the event. Yeah. Tell me how it was and what you liked about it.
I liked everything about it. I liked the anchor because whatever she spoke straight from her heart because I believe she was part of Coach.
Okay.
I liked the choice of performances and the variety.
Okay.
So we had Hima Sarvasai, we had A26, we had DNC, there was Anika, there was Ryan. There were original songs, there were covers, there were solos, there were duets, Pierre and Ventura. And then all of a sudden there was a beautiful Hindi song by Rashmi. So it was a beautiful mix of everything.
Correct.
There's another very good thing of Gwyneth who sang extremely well. So it was known faces, unknown faces. I enjoyed it. And very well put together by, I think he left the whole thing together, Lester from A26.
Right.
So it was, overall it was very nice. I watched it from beginning to the end, hour and a half.
Wow, that's really
nice. Really nice.
Super.
And it's up on YouTube for those who missed it. They can watch it again.
Yes.
Yes.
So thanks. We're going to play your song, Sonia, right now for our listeners who didn't get a chance to catch it. And we are also going live on our YouTube and Facebook page right now. So you can also catch us on. Doctor, you'd like to say hi to?
Yeah, thank you, Sonia, for really kind of associating yourself with this cause, and for the really beautiful and meaningful song, which I'm sure everyone who's heard it will be touched by it. And I pray that they will pick up the phone and call us whenever they feel down and very just feeling that no one is there for them. That they'll pick up
Exactly,
the phone
that's
and call
the
us.
point.
Yes. So thank you so much, Sonia, for
Pleasure, doctor.
thank you.
And God bless you for the work you guys are doing.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, so listeners on FM Rainbow 105.4 on YouTube, on our FM channel, and on Facebook as well. Here we have Sonia Sirsat original song, Pick Up the Phone.
The feeling of loneliness, of not being loved, can kill the spirit of any human being. When the world around you looks dark and all doors seem to close on you, remember you're not alone. Life is beautiful and you are precious. There are times when you feel lost, misunderstood, unwanted, dejected, alone and unloved. There are moments when you think that you're just not good enough, that you'll never make it in the roads to town. You are not alone. Go ahead and make that call. Pick up that phone. Ooh, remember, you are not alone. Go ahead and make that call. Pick up that phone. Pick up that phone. Ooh, life can suck you out of love. Nothing's going your way now. No one seems to understand. There's a voice inside of you, a child that wants to cry out, and all you need is just a friend. Remember, you are not alone. Go ahead and make that call. Pick up that phone. Please remember, you are not alone. Go ahead and make that call. Pick up that phone. Pick up that phone.
Well, Sonia, I hope you heard that song.
It sounded familiar.
Sounds very familiar. But fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on the airwaves and holding on the line as well. And yes, thank you so much. Well, to our listeners, that was Sonia Sirsat's song, Pick Up the Phone. So don't forget, anytime you have anything troubling you, 0832 225 is the number. You got to pick up the phone and dial from Monday to Friday, right, Doctor? 1 to 7 p.m. Yes, from 1 to 7 p.m. Right. So you must be having a battery of, should we say, volunteers manning the line. So
yes, so it's like we follow the principles of Befrienders Worldwide, which is an organization that runs helplines, suicide prevention helplines around the world.
Okay.
And so we follow their principles, and one of the guiding principles is that all our helplines are volunteer run. So, like many people ask this question, why is it only from Monday to Friday and 1 to 7? People could feel suicidal at any time, and we fully agree with you. But the thing is that being volunteer run, we have volunteers only to run the helpline for that many hours. So we're always looking out for volunteers, and people get scared. They say, volunteer at the suicide prevention helpline, are we really equipped? and we say you don't have to be equipped. You just need to have the heart. You need to have compassion, and we will teach you the rest. We will teach you how to listen, because listening is an art. We run a course called Mindfulness Based Active Listening, where we train our volunteers on the basics of listening and the art of listening. So, and we take them through various scenarios so that at the end of the training, they would be at least better equipped to deal with people in distress. The backgrounds of some of our volunteers are, I mean, they are teachers, principals, retired, and people, housewives. We've had people from the corporate sector. We've had a lot of young people, and I find young people are really good volunteers because they're not tainted by these whole notions of what is right and wrong, and they're not rigid in their belief systems. They're more open to the variety of problems that can come in, and we find them more malleable to change. I mean, as you grow older, our own belief systems come in, and therefore that kind of hampers in listening. But yes, if you have it in you, please call us, and we can do a screening to see whether you could be a volunteer that could go through our training. Yes.
Yeah, so it's on the same number, right?
Or
do you have?
Yeah, they can go to our website.
Yeah,
yes, our website, Coach Mental Health Foundation. I mean, cooj.co.in, and that's our website. You can go there and you can kind of register your name as a volunteer.
And I'm sure that you're always in the lookout for more volunteers.
Always. And that's for our suicide prevention work, but we also run other programs like the geriatric service, where again, we read, and right now, because of the pandemic, a lot of our older people who would come to our center, we run a service where older people with or without a mental health issue or with dementia, they could come into our center, they can kind of get some kinds of therapies. But because of the pandemic, now we have to reach them remotely, and therefore we need a whole bunch of volunteers to kind of engage them into conversation and activities. So yeah, besides that, we also run a rehab service for people with mental illnesses and disabilities due to mental illnesses. So we're always on the hunt of to look after volunteers for the services, for fundraising, for just for every aspect. So you really don't have to be a mental health professional. Right. You just need to be a person who's concerned.
Yeah. You just someone who has the time and just a listening ear.
And a listening ear, definitely.
Perfect. So as far as listening is concerned, we take you through music. It's 10:10 on the studio clock. Normally I take you through a country classic show or country hour on every Thursday between 10 and 11. But today we're going to spend another 10-15 minutes. And Doctor, thanks for your time once again. I'm going to play you a track that I pulled up this time. It's by Hootie and the Blowfish. It's called Hold My Hand. I'm sure you love this track. So let's listen to this.